Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Janna Donovan. I'm a therapist with an MBA, otherwise known as the Work Stress Guru. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get more subscribers so I can put my URL on the videos. So today I would like to continue talking about high achievers over feelers. And the main topic is about honesty with leaders and whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, when to be honest, when to be more private, etc. So as I always like to do to keep these short, I want to get straight to the advice. And this is very good advice that a gentleman named Michael Brody has already talked about in a TEDx talk from Nashville. I'd love for you to go and look at that video about the things he learned from his past and his life that have helped him. So these three pieces of advice I think apply here. And even if they apply a lot of places. So the advice about whether or not to be honest, if you've been burned by being honest in the past, the advice he gives is this: be rigorously authentic, surrender the outcome, and number three, be willing to do the uncomfortable work. So this is very difficult for overfeelers that many times we don't know. We might have been burned in the past. We already know how to stand up to leaders or be honest with them or tell them when the ship is sinking because we've stood up to bullies in the past. We've stood up to chaos and mean parents or drunk parents or addicted siblings. So it's not something that is foreign to us, but we might have actually gotten a really bad shall we say, result from it, and it comes a little too easily to us. But I want to tell you a little bit something that I have referenced in the past called Shall We Tell the Pilot? And this is a common occurrence, or it had been in the past, for flight attendants. It's also called the flight attendant's dilemma. And I'll give you one specific example. March 10th, 1989, an Air Ontario flight crashed because of ice on the wings. Sonia Hartwick was on that plane as a flight attendant, and she saw wet snow building up on the wings, but she thought, I don't think I'll call the cockpit because in the past, I've been made to feel stupid and wrong whenever I've raised a concern. They've been disinterested and haven't responded to my concerns, so I'll just keep my mouth shut. So a lot of times I'm sorry about the dog, we have had negative consequences to our honesty. And those of us who are overfeelers and high achievers, we have a very strong sense of justice. And so we know what the rank and file is thinking. We know what they're feeling. We're hypersensitive to leaders who are not practicing what they preach, or when the C-suite people are actually not living by the same culture that they want us to both live by and propagate to people on our teams. So this is difficult in one way because we don't know which to do. It comes a little too easily for us sometimes to be really honest with our leaders and give them bad news. So let me go back through the advice again. I really appreciate you listening. It is hard to do. The three pieces of advice are: be rigorously authentic. You can do this maybe in a different setting with a coach, a counselor, a therapist in your EAP, and sort of get out some of that anger and irritability that goes with a very big sense of justice. Surrendering the outcome, that's so hard to do in this time when everybody's afraid, afraid of losing our jobs, afraid of being downsized, and all these other people who have. So that's very hard. I understand. To surrender the outcome and calculate, is this really something that I want to whistleblow? And again, I'm not talking only about that. The third one is to do the difficult work. That is also where a coach, a counselor, a friend, a trusted mentor, someone who can be a confidant can actually help you during this time to do uncomfortable work. Like say, well, how much of that is me just sour grapes? How much of that is me not wanting to actually be part of the solution instead of part of the problem? Am I just doing sour grapes? So anyway, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I have a website, www.workstress.guru. I really would like to help. If you want to talk to me, you can call, write, or text. If any of this has brought up dark thoughts, please call 1-800-273-TALK. And I'm Janna Donovan, the Work Stress Guru. Thanks.